Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to getinamix.com, and I have here the Equinox Trinity Beam. 3 holes, each one has a laser. So, there it is. Give you a look at the item, and then we're going to turn it on. Right, first thing first as well, the most important thing with any laser. When the laser's on, it doesn't matter how weak, or of course it does matter how powerful it is, never look directly into the laser light, because you could ruin your eyesight, or your brain could frazzle and fall out your ears and your head could explode, so not a good idea. Okay, what will you expect to get in the box? Well, first of all, of course, you're going to have your laser head, which is the Equinox Trinity Beam. You're also going to have a set of keys. Very important, because as you know, lasers are very dangerous. Using the keys means that even if the laser's on, the power is on, by using the keys you can turn the laser off, so no one then can come along and try and make the laser light come out. Alright, we've got a few screws there, and we've also got the main ingredient, or one of them, is the power supply, which is also, well, there you go, it's a lead 3-pin plug, and on the other end, that's known, give you a bit of info here, as a kettle lead. I would say the most important bit is the destruction, also known as the instruction manual. Destruction, because if you don't read it thoroughly, you could destroy yourself. Just kidding. Alright, there you go, I've got it facing the floor now. What have we got? We've got a purple, green and red laser beam. Alright, what are we looking at? Well, first of all, it's got 2 DMX channels, or it will take 2 DMX channels, beg your pardon. The laser diodes, there's 3 in total. There's an 8 milliwatt green, there's a 1 4 milliwatt blue, and also there's 1 3 milliwatt red. So there's a lot of power, 4, 5, 6, 7, 780 milliwatts. Now, bearing in mind as well, 1 milliwatt is 1,000th of a watt. Now, of course, if you're looking at power output with speakers, 1 watt isn't that much, but 1 watt in laser terms is very, very bright. So we're getting close to a full 1 watt laser power here. Operating modes is sound active, auto run, DMX, and master slave as well. Power consumption 220 watts, power supply 240 at 50 hertz. Dimensions is 350 times 392 times 110 millimeters. The weight is 4.6 kilograms. Right, looking in the instruction manual, notice we've got 2 separate ways of setting this up. So, for example, we can see at the moment, if we have a look at the back of the Equinox Trinity Beam, we've got the hanging bracket on the back of the Trinity Beam itself, which means you could quite easily hang this from the ceiling and it would give some cool effects on the dance floor. Alternatively, if you want to, if we have a look again at the manual, you also have these small, I'm going to class them as earlets, okay, along with your screws, and you can fit these, if we turn the Trinity Beam around, you can fit them here. So now you can hang it from, let's say, your light trussing rig, face it towards the crowd. But of course, be very wary, these are powerful lasers, and you need to make sure that the laser beams themselves aren't pointing directly at the crowd, ideally above people's heads. Alright, looking where we've got all the buttons and knobbly bits, that is our power input. Next to that, showed you earlier on, the key. Now I'm going to turn it off. There you go. So even though the power's in and it's on, because you're using the key, the unit inside will not let any of the laser beams out, which is great if you want to leave this by itself and you don't want to have Muppets turn up and try and turn the damn laser on. So of course, turn it on. You have got a tiny bit of a sound there. That's only natural. That's the motor starting up. And once again, we can see the lasers working perfectly. On-off button. Dip switches there for DMX purposes, or maybe you can set your own light shows. DMX in and out, and also sound sensitivity. minimum and maximum. So for example, if the Trinity Beam is very close to your PA system, you'll probably want to set this dial to around the minimum position, because that means that not much sound will come in through here, the microphone. If, let's say, the Trinity Beam is set up quite a distance from your speakers, then you want the microphone to pick up more sound, so you'll be more likely wanting to set this dial to the maximum position. Alright, this is the Equinox Trinity Beam. If you want any more information from this, don't hesitate, go to the getinamix.com website, and I will say practice and enjoy. And if you need any help or advice, call the guys, and I'm sure they'll help you. Thank you.